Hey everybody,
Hi everybody.
Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden. So today is day 10 of the Quarantine Gardeners, and that's Allison and I, the Quarantine Gardeners. And this is our video journal log of what we're doing while we're sheltering in place and self-quarantining during the coronavirus outbreak, the pandemic. So here we are.
So far we've taken you on a few tours around our yard and taken you inside our new greenhouse. Today we thought we'd change it up a little bit, and we were talking yesterday and we realized we've had a lot of new subscribers to our YouTube channel, which is really, really exciting.
Super awesome.
So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We haven't really introduced ourselves to a lot of you. So we thought today would be a great opportunity to interview Sean, and tomorrow he can interview me,
The boss.
So we just thought this might be a good chance for you to get to know us better, for us to get to know you better. And so here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Okay, first question. What led you into gardening?
So what led me into gardening was actually working with my mom and dad at the family roadie business, a roadie farm down in Olympia, Washington. And I started there when I was 5, and I got to know all the different aspects of the business, from building greenhouses and taking cuttings of rhododendrons and growing them from very small cuttings, and then growing them into gallon size or larger pots and selling them to grocery stores and different organizations that wanted to buy them wholesale and then sell them retail.
And how fun, we're standing next to a roadie right now
There's a roadie.
that my grandpa planted.
Yeah.
So, okay, your love of gardening came from learning and growing up on a roadie farm. How did that lead you into horticulture as a career?
So what happened was I was going to take over the roadie farm, and to do that I needed to go to college. I needed to get educated in plants and growing plants and everything that went along with it. So I had to go get educated on that. So I went into horticulture at WSU, their 4-year program, got a degree in that. But while I was taking the classes and getting educated in horticulture, my family had to sell the rhododendron business, and so I wasn't able to take it over, but I continued on with the education. And I still love plants to this day, and I got into and very interested in the production of plants, but also in the landscape maintenance of it, the landscape care of them. And that has definitely continued on to this day, where I am still interested in knowing how plants react to the environment, what they do, trying to figure out why they do it, and just keeping them healthy and beautiful. So after I graduated, I went to work for a wholesale greenhouse operation, found out that is not what I wanted to do. And so I went back to school and got my master's in environmental horticulture. My research was on cut flower production in eastern Washington, field growing, and then post-harvest characteristics. After the plants are cut, what happens to them? So after I got my master's degree, I wanted to go on and get my PhD. I wanted to be a professor, but I also wanted to do research in plant genetics and breed different plants using plant genetics. I pursued that to a point, but I had to back away from that because I ended up wanting to take care and be closer to my family. And so here I am.
So that's really interesting how all those paths led you to where you are today. How did Spoken Garden come about?
I had a lot of information that I just had rattling around in my brain. I needed to talk about it. I needed to express what I knew and get it out there. Otherwise, I felt like I wasn't going to be able to use it. So I started getting onto Anchor FM and using that as a starting point and just talking and getting comfortable talking. And eventually I ended up starting up our podcast. It was the beginning of our podcast that we have right now, Spoken Garden. And that's how Spoken Garden got started.
Okay, so we talked about your background. Let's bring it a little more current.
Okay.
As the audience might know if they've been watching our videos, we have a lot of projects going on all the time. You and I are both very project-based people.
Oh, yeah.
Make a lot of lists.
Oh, yeah.
What is something in the works right now that you're really excited about? Is there an outdoor project that we haven't tackled yet that you're most excited about?
Oh yeah, there's a couple. Something we've been working on about the last year is trying to get rain barrels set up. And so we've got them, we've had them for a little while, we just haven't made them priority yet. And now we're both at home, we're self-quarantined. We've got 2 rain barrels ready to be set up, and we're gonna hook them up to our gutter system and get using them.
Is there anything going on with Spoken Garden that you're most excited about right now?
There is, and I can't really talk about it just yet because it's still in development, but it's been an idea rattling around in my brain for a little over 16 years, and we've just now really moved forward with it. I can say we have patent pending status, and we're not exactly ready yet to release it to everybody and introduce our idea to everybody out there, our product that we're developing. But It's very exciting, and if you've ever dealt with squirrels and bulbs, you'll know that they can be a complete pain in the butt. Squirrels do things to your bulbs, and you don't want them to do that. And we have a product that we've developed that will take care of that and help every gardener out that wants to take care of this problem. And that's all I can tell you about it right now.
That's very exciting.
Very exciting.
Okay, so for your last question for now, I guess this is kind of a follow-up question based on all the other questions I just asked you, but what motivates you about gardening?
What motivates me about gardening is being able to take the knowledge that I've learned in my experiences and help other people. Being able to talk to people about what's going on in their garden, let them know why plants are doing what they're doing and why they're doing it, or at least try and help them figure that out. I get excited about that. That really motivates me to get up every morning and to just put myself out there and see how much I can help other people in their gardens.
That's awesome. What a great answer. Okay, so that wraps up our interview of Sean. I hope you got to know him better and learn a little bit about where he came from and where he's going and what excites him about gardening overall.
Yeah, that was fun. So everybody, stay tuned for tomorrow where I interview Allison and you guys get to know her better. So until tomorrow, we're in this together. We're all under quarantine. We're going to get through this, and just stay positive.
Have a great day, you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.